Hello everyone, welcome to this class. Today I explain you sale tax and compound interest. So now the question is, Amrit bought a wristwatch at the price of rupees 6,848. He paid 7% as sale tax. What is the actual price of the watch? The question is this. Now just see here. How do we solve it? Because this time, just see the principal is, the price is rupees 6,848. So let SP is equal to rupees 100. Okay. And he paid 7% sale tax. So it means net selling price is equivalent to 100 plus 7. That is 107. Okay. And when, so we write down when net selling price is rupees 107, so the selling price will be 100. So when net selling price is 1, so selling price is equivalent to 100 upon 107. When net selling price is rupee 6,848, so selling price is equivalent to, now this time we multiply 100 upon 107 multiply 6,848. So now solve this one. So you will get, when we cut them, so we'll get 107 into multiply them 64, so we'll get 6,400. Okay. So next I explain you compound interest with the formula of simple interest. So just see the formula. Now the formula is simple interest is equivalent to simple interest SI is equivalent to PRT upon 100. P means principal, R means rate, T means time. Okay, and the amount is equivalent to principal plus simple interest. The question is rupees 400 for 2 years at 4% per annum compounded annually. Here we have principal, the value of principal is equivalent to rupees 4,000. Okay, because rupees 4,000 and the time is given to you 2 years and rate is equivalent to 4% per annum. Okay, this is per annum. Now how do we solve? We use the formula of simple interest and we calculate it for 1 year. So simple interest is equivalent to, for 1 year, PRT upon 100. P means 4,000, R means 4%, but the time will take 1, because by this method we calculate simple interest for each year separately. So this time we calculated for 1, and every time you write down value of T is equivalent to 1. 2 years is given to you, it means you calculate it twice a time. So amount is equivalent to 4,000 plus 160, it is equivalent to 4,160. Okay, this become a principal for the next year, second year. So it means P2 is equivalent to 4,160. Okay. So again you calculated SI for second year is equivalent to 4,160 multiply 4 multiply 1. T again you write 1 because for the next year we are finding, and upon 100, and the value is equivalent to 166.4. So amount is equivalent to 4160. Amount is principal plus interest, so amount is 4160 plus 166.4. so it is equivalent to rupees 4326.4. Now they come to the next question. The question is rupees 3000 for 1 year at 7% per annum compounded half yearly. Here it is compounded half yearly. So P is given to you, that P is same, that is rupees 3000. Rate is, time is for 1 year, but we are calculating it for compounded half yearly. So it means in 1 year 2 half years are there, so we can write 2 half year, or either you multiply 1 into 2, you will get 2. And R is equal to 7% per annum, but we are calculating but it is compounded, we have to calculate it half yearly, so it means 7 upon 2, that is equivalent to 3.5 per half yearly. Now start. Now how do we solve? Again use the simple interest formula and calculate it twice a time. Interest for 1 year is equivalent to 1 year, 1 half yearly, 1 half year is equivalent to I is equal to PRT upon 100. P means 3000 multiply 3.5 multiply half year means 1 year. Every time we write down 1 and upon 100 and calculate it. So the answer is equivalent to 35 into 3. It is equivalent to 105. Amount is equivalent to principal plus interest. That is 3000 plus 105. It is equal to rupees 3105. And it is this amount becomes the principal for the next year. So that is P2 is equal to, amount is equal to 3105. So I2 is, again you now calculate I2. I2 is equivalent to PRT upon 100. Same way you calculate it. P is equal to 3105. Now the value of R is 3.5. And the value of T, again we write 1 and upon 100. In the similar way you calculate it and solve it. So what is the answer? That is 108.67.5. 108.675. So this is the amount, interest. Now amount is equivalent to 3105 plus 108.675, and it is equivalent to rupees 3213.675. So this is the amount of this question. Okay. Now come to the next question, that is Rohan borrowed rupees 7,000 to renovate his shop at an interest of 30% per annum compounded half yearly. Here it is compounded half yearly and calculated it for 1.5 year and 1 year also, both years. So how do we calculate this one? So just I'm using the same formula here by the method of simple interest. Then how do we calculate? Principal is equal to 7,000, it is given, and the rate is compounded. First we calculated and it is compounded half yearly. So and 1.5 year we have to calculate. First we calculate it for 1 year, 1.5 year, and 1.5 year means 3 by 2 into 2 is equal to 3 half years. Okay, and 1 year means 2 half years. So rate is 30% per annum, so it means it becomes 30 upon 2 is equivalent to 15% per annum, per half yearly, sorry, per half yearly. Okay. Now for first half year, it is equivalent to, again same formula, SI is equal to PRT upon 100, PRT upon 100, 7000 into R is equal to 15, 1 into 100. Now cut them and you will get the answer. This is rupees 1050 upon 1050. So this become a principal for the next year, next half year, that is 7000 plus 1050, and it is become 8050. Now interest is equal to, again use the same formula, so it is equivalent to 8050, PRT upon 100, 8050, R is equal to 15 multiply 1 upon 100, and it is equivalent to 1207.5, and this become a, now add this one into a principal. So it is P2 plus P3, that is equivalent to P3, 8050 plus 12075, it is equivalent to rupees 9257.5. Okay, in a so this is the amount after that you will get after 1 year. Okay, now you calculate it for further half year also. This become a principal. So A2 I2, and then use the formula PRT upon 100. P this time, this is the principal for the third half year. That is, in the same way you write it down all the values, and here again you will get, see this one. Okay, so here you will get 138.88.625, and now find the amount. The amount is equivalent to, add them together, 9257.5, 7.5 plus 1388.625, and it is equivalent to 1064612.1.25. So this is the amount for after 1.5 year, and the above one is the amount of after 1 year. So in this way you can solve all the question. Thank you class. Thank you everyone.